Hey, good evening, everybody. Please give me a few minutes. I'm gonna start. If you can hear me, just drop a smiley and drop or you can tell me a thumbs up or any form of smile. You can hear me now. Thank you. If you can hear me, please kindly drop a smile because you're smiling. You can hear my voice or just put a message. And you also need my voice is loud enough. Thank you, Madam Mary Sonny. Thank you very much for that. Um, so for some people that may join late and they won't be able to capture us. Thank you very much, Madam Lee. I was not getting them, just hold on for me. I want to drop the what do you call it? I want to drop the link to the YouTube live for people who might not be able to join us on on the what do you call it? On Zoom. Yes, on Zoom. All right. So don't forget we start shortly. All right. Beautiful. You can start now. Okay, we're going to wait till by, let's say, for the next, say, for another 5 minutes. So allow me to join us today. Then we start right away. Thank you. We're going to wait till by, let's say, for the next, another 5 minutes. So allow me to join us today. Then we start right away. Thank you. We'll help you in the next 3 minutes. Kindly wait. I have 25 people on in attendance for now. So starting the next 2 minutes. Thank you for your patience. All right. Good evening once again, everybody. Um, you're welcome to this webinar session tonight. My name is Dr. Adedamola Israel Olofa, and I'll be your anchor for tonight. Um, We are on a topic, attention span at the preschool level. For some of us that have been in our training before, this is the first time talking about attention span at the preschool level as a standalone training session. Okay. Um, and the tagline for this tonight's session, focusing on the preschool level, is designing for the brain in front of you. Designing for the brain in front of you. Okay. So, and I want you to know that this session tonight is a free session, but usually we don't usually take it as a free session. It's always been paid for. I mean, in the past 7 or 8 years that we've been uh, handling this topic. Once again, my name is Dr. Adedamola Israel Olofa. I lead the two educational allied company. One is a school, the other one is a school, the other one is okay. Someone is asking me to record. Excuse me, let me try and record. But actually, don't worry. The so we are streaming live to YouTube, so there, any person you can request that you would like to record on your own system if you're using a laptop, I guess, or if you're using a tab. You can request that you want to record on your system. We'll grant you that request. However, this is being recorded on our YouTube channel for anyone that might miss the session. So there is an opportunity to recover that. And that's how we do most of our trainings. And now this session tonight is a taster class for our training that is coming on the way in June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th of June, 2026. It's titled Best Practices in the EUIFS. Yes, in the EUIFS. Yeah, so the UIFS. So now we want this is just a pull out. This topic of tonight is a pull out from the 5 days training session meant for early years educators. Early years educators, I mean by the early years lead and head of setting, and also teachers at the early years. Well, what we are doing now, you discover that we do not caption it at the EYFS level. No, we capture it as a school level, meaning either you are running Nigerian ECCDE or you are running IEYC. IEYC is an international early years curriculum. It's from IPC. Okay, it's from IPC. Either you're running EYFS or you're running IEYC or you're running NAEC, NAEYC, or you're running Nigerian CD. This applies to it. And it does not just apply to it also applies to all levels of learning. All levels of learning. So as I said earlier, this is just to elevate your appetite. However, as I said earlier, it's not one of those things, one of those one of those classes you'll be attending, whereby the trainer will hoard some things from you. No, we will let it out all in full for you tonight. All right, everything to know about season span at the preschool level is what we release to you tonight. We are not holding anything back. It's going to be free in our company. Sorry, I was talking about the two outfits that I had. And the first one is what you're seeing on the screen, Education Business School. It's a virtual school which we're going to kick off this year in full by God's grace. We were running it before at skeletal level, but now it's going to be in full. And we're glad, EBS will be granting diplomas, okay, to educators, and our plan is to transit into a virtual university very soon. So, and the second education allied company that we run is called Edunoms Consulting. So we have Edunoms Consulting, we have EBS as well. So now, one of the trainings that EBS has for you is just this, that you're going to enjoy the part of the training that is coming up on the way. So there'll be more training apart from this EYFS training. You're going to have training also for checkpoints and IGCSE, which are British. EYFS is British. Checkpoint, primary checkpoint, lower secondary checkpoint, and also IGCSE. They're also British. All right. We're going to have training for that one also. Maybe probably towards the end of June. We also have another training coming up for school leaders. All right. School leaders also, we have trainings for you. And don't forget, as much as we can, we'll be having at least 2 trainings. So one training every 2 weeks. Sometimes we may have talking about free training space, at least one free training every 2 weeks. And sometimes we can even have a training every week. Yes, we can also have a training every week as well. But we are showing you that from EBS, we'll be having EBS and Edunoms will be having at least 2 free trainings in a month, one every 2 weeks. And all these free trainings, they are very free. However, because they're going to be truly impactful and yes, impactful and rich, if you wish to have a certificate for each of the training, of course, the certificate will not come for free. If you enjoy the training for free, you won't just certificate for. I'm talking about our free trainings. We're having free trainings at least twice a month. And also we having paid trainings. That one will be monthly. From now till sometimes in end of September, we have it. You get it now. So for of course for paid all our paid trainings, they are certificated. And all our free trainings also you have option of asking for a certificate, but you're going to pay for it. For this one we are doing tonight, you wish to have a certificate for this fraction training, all right? It is a sum of 5,500 naira. That's certificate. 5,500 naira is certificate. So after the session, you can drop your name with me on WhatsApp so that we can use your certificate for you right in between. If you make payment tonight, you get certificate tonight. You make payment tomorrow. Within the next 1 hour or 2 hours after making payment, you get your certificate. And I want to make boast that our certificates are well recognized all over the world. If you see a certificate with Edunoms Consulting, it's from us. Okay, it is acknowledged all over the world, in the UK, in Dubai, in the US, all over African countries. Because people that have trained earlier, the past 7 years, 8 years, they've been getting back to us to thank us that thank you very much for that training you did with me 2018, 2020. So now that is all about the introduction. Now going straight now into the session itself. Attention span at the preschool level. I'll be calling it AS for short. AS for short. Now, I want us to know tonight that most of the problems, majority of the problems, majority of the challenges you face as an early childhood or early years teacher, as an EYFS teacher, as a Montessori teacher, okay, at that level, most of the challenges we face as a teacher. Okay, let me tell you a story. Many years ago, that's with 1996, yes, my church needed more hands in the children department of the school. So I saw myself, oh, I fit in here, okay, fit in here. Let me go and support them. So I volunteered to go downstairs and be a teacher in the children's church. So they gave me age, I think age is four, no, 5 to 6 years. Being a man, in 5 to 6, which is almost equal to transferring class of primary one. For those Sundays that I was there, if not be say and I got work, I wanted to stop on the very first Sunday because I wasn't used to children, little children. I was used to teaching upper primary or lower secondary then. So every Sunday after service that I was done with the children, I will be so drained. Oh my God. I'll be so drained that I'll be one small noise I'll be getting in my head. Ooh, like a bad microphone. So if you're like that, that every time you finish your class, someone handling early childhood setting or early childhood class, an UFS class or ECCD class, whatever class, young children, and you always feel exhausted and drained, please just give me a thumbs up, a thumb up. Give me a thumb up there, or maybe just say, I feel the same way too in the chat box in case you don't know how to drop a smiley. Okay, so please give me that thumb up. Thank you. Give me that thumb up. So now, but after time, I realized that me getting exhausted, right? Me getting exhausted, it's not me getting exhausted is not it's not the fault of the children, but it's my fault. Why? Because there are things I did not know. There are things I did not know. And what you don't know, it passes you. So I'm showing you some of the things. So the challenges we face as teachers or instructors at the earlier settings is because of some, this very topic we don't know. Not all of us, anyways. So now, I was saying something before that most of the challenges that you face with the children, behavioral challenges, behavioral problems you face in a typical EYFS classroom, they are not always what we call it. Before few minutes a child gets to a class, we see a teacher already labeling a child as having ADD or ADHD. ADD or ADHD. ADD means attention deficit disorder. Be mindful of the last word, disorder, like a skin disorder. ADHD is the senior brother to ADD. Attention hyperactivity uh, deficiency disorder. Okay, so the the that labeling we are always quick to give the children. Some teachers will say, "Oh, your child is autistic, ADD, ADHD." But some of the things we were labeling the children as are not always the true picture of the children. Why? Because most behavioral problems in the EYFS classroom or LES classroom are actually attention problems. For instance, a 3-year-old child, you ask to sit still for 15 minutes and does not sit still for 15 minutes. After 5 minutes or after 10 minutes, either you say sit still or you say pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay? That child is not being naughty if after a few minutes, which will be knowing how many minutes a child, by virtue of each child's age, can be attentive to you. So a 3-year-old child, you're asked to sit still for 15 minutes. It's not being naughty if he's not giving you the attention, if he's distracting the class, if he's disrupting the class. He's only being a 3-year-old child. Because the topic we have on ground, attention span that we have on ground, okay? You get what I'm saying now? Is age-based. It's age-based. Right? So You should get used to the numbers that the younger the child you are handling, the shorter the child's attention span. I'll say it one more time. The younger the child in your class, the shorter the attention span of that child, or on the average of the class. So know the numbers, know the ages. Understand what a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, or 5-year-old can take, what the brain of those ages can take, what their brains, it means what brains can hold realistically, can focus on realistically. And now I want to tell you this, that this is not an optional thing, right? This is how this is just what it is. Now, now that you are learning, now you are here tonight, what are your take home? The first take home is know the numbers that you get to know tonight, or be reminded tonight, that a 3-year-old child, a 4-year-old child, a 5-year-old child's brain, what they can hold realistically. That's the first thing I want you to go home with. I don't know the class you teach. Number two thing take home is, now they're going to know what the age of the children in your class can hold when it comes to AAS. Then you learn to design smart henceforth. Meaning you're going to plan your lessons, you're going to plan lessons that work with each child's developmental window, not against it. Some of us, our lesson planning are too, I'm sorry to say that, are too Nigerian. When I mean Nigerian, I mean they are too abstract. They are too child unfriendly. Okay, they are too child unfriendly. You can say that they are too child unfriendly. Excuse me. All right. Thank you. So, so number three thing, but I will show you us tonight how to plan your lesson to be able to capture what each child's brain can hold. And number three, take home. Don't forget, number one, take home is know the numbers, meaning know the age of the class. Number two, Number two, take home is design smart. Number three, take home is act on Monday. Today is Wednesday, right? And act on Monday. So that you will leave this session with strategies and a planning template for immediate use. Right? Now, for immediate use. Now, next is this. Let's see what we're capturing tonight at a glance. Tonight at a glance. Number one is that we will be, excuse me, that's right. First thing is yes, I was going to give you a poll, which I couldn't because of time, sorry. We'll be understanding what attention span is, 5 attention boosters, how do you design a 45 minutes lesson block? I mean lesson block means lesson structure. Then what do you do when attention span sets in, or when the child attention has expired? So then how do you design henceforth? Those are the things you'll be learning tonight. So let's go to the number one thing to do. What is attention span? What is AS itself? Okay, what is AS itself? Okay, AS is the maximum length of time a child can meaningfully give an attention. That's not on the screen anyway. Attention span is the maximum length of time a child can meaningfully give you an attention. Maximum length of time. And there are many factors that determines the AS of a child or the AS of a class. Many, 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 many factors. For those of us that are on YouTube, please kindly click like, just that thumbs up, click it for me to know that you are there. Just do thumbs up. You can see 11 of you there. Now, thank you very much on Zoom. Those of you on YouTube, please give me thumbs up too as well. All right. Now, thank you, Chuma. There are many factors that determines attention span, but the major factor, the most, either English correct, the most major factor, I don't know, is the age of the child. The age of the child. The younger the age, I said before, the younger the age, the lower the attention span of the child. All right. Now, from the screen here, you're gonna see from the screen here, you're gonna see. Oh, some people just join that they are worrying me here. For a child of age 3, which is what do you call that class? What do you call the class of age 3? Because in Nigeria we don't have a fixed name for it. Okay, we don't have a fixed age for it. We don't have a fixed nomenclature for it. No fixed nomenclature. What do you call a class of age? Class where age 3 people are? Do you call it pre-KG or what do you call it? Is what you call the class that we have age 3. Okay, somebody's answering for me. Reception 2. Okay, that's from Bessie. Somebody else, what do you call children, the class of children? Because somebody, thank you. Foundation is one of the challenges we have in Nigeria. We don't have fixed nomenclatures for our nursery. Oh, playgroup 2, can see that. Good. Toddlers. Well, when I was in school, we call them busy bee. Busy bee. That's what we call that class. Yes. The busy bee, the bumblebee is the age 4 to 5. And so nursery 1. But I don't think age 3 will be nursery 1. Blessing Adedayo. I don't think nursery 3 will be age 3 will be nursery 1 because of what I'll be saying now. So now let's go on. Thank you very much for those responses. I appreciate them. Now, let me go back to my slide. So for age 3, the attention span of a child in age, that is age 3, if your class is age 3 to 4, this affects you. The maximum length of time the child at age 3, age 4, oh, I forgot something. When we're talking about attention span, talking about auditory-based, that is when the child has to be listening to you or looking at his book, not when a child is watching a video or engaged in an activity. When a child is watching a video or engaged in an hands-on activity, attention span does not set in. It is totally eliminated. Yes, totally eliminated. But attention span sets in when two things are happening. One, When you are explaining to the children, or when you're making them to look at their book, you get it now. It sets in. So you have a period of 30 minutes, some schools 35 minutes. Now, if you don't know, please know today that children age 3, 4, 5, even 6, okay, yes, to 6, they have no business with you explaining anything to them. Please live with that. I'll say it one more time. Children between ages 3 to 6 have no business with listening to you. You don't explain nothing with those people. But you can try a little explanation with children from age 7. But age 3, even according to UNICEF, between ages 3 to 8, they call early childhood. Sorry, ages 0 to 8, birth to 8. That's UNICEF. UNICEF, and I think there's other one like that. They counted it as, but according to other people, they say now for in Britain, UK, under EYFS that we are doing training on next week. There are two schools of thought. The government-owned EYFS say early childhood start from age 0 and ends at age 5. But the newly structured Cambridge EY starts from age 3 to 6. So they are different. But we're handling EYFS, not Cambridge EY. All right. So those children, they have no business at all listening to you. And you have no business talking to them. That was what almost killed me in 1995 when I was being asked when I volunteered to go to the children's church then to go and help them. So the AS for ages 3 to 4 class is between 5 to 8 minutes. In fact, it is actually 5 minutes for a 3-year-old child. 5 minutes. Because years ago, I did the research work and I was able to come up with the formula for attention span, formula for it. Attention span for one child or for a class of little children. Have you ever wondered why a little child of age 4 or age 5 comes home with an assignment which already is an error? Anyways, a child of age 4, age 5 coming home with a written assignment, it's an error on its own. We'll go there today. We'll go there later. We'll do the training that's coming up on 2nd to the 6th of June. That should be next week, I guess. So have you ever wondered why a little child comes home with an assignment, age 5 or age 4, age 5, age 6, comes with an assignment, and then you are trying to help the child to stay focused, and you sit the child down, okay, and the child will write after about 6 or 9 minutes, the child is already scratching the leg and also chewing the pencil, and already she knows what she wants to write, but she's already becoming restless. Have you ever wondered why? And then you who don't know, you say, I will slap you. Oh, come on, don't worry my life. Will you please pay attention? What's the meaning of this one? Some of us even carry a cane at the side for factory research. We put a cane by the side. Okay. But how do you handle a child like that when the child, after about 10 minutes or about 7 minutes, depending on the age of the child, now become distracted or no longer interested to continue the assignment? What should you do? We're going to learn it today. So for the class of the age 3, the maximum length of time, attention span length is 5 minutes, and by virtue of grace, 7 minutes or 8 minutes. For the class of age 4, is maximum of 7 minutes, by virtue of grace, 8 or 10 minutes. For the class of age 5, age 4, I'm sure, age 4 is the regular nursery one, yes, but you can call it anything in your class. Because even the training we're doing next week, if you have no extra, please we'll be telling you how to name your classes. because naming the classes at the UI first level is not cast on concrete. It depends on your inspiration. I will tell you the inspiration that you can get from. So for age 5, the maximum length of time the children there can listen to you is 9 minutes. 9 minutes by the formula that I invented. The formula is 2 times the age of the child. The answer you get might take away one from there. Answer in minutes. So like that. So the H5 class has the maximum AS of 9 minutes. Not even 10 to 10 minutes you are seeing on the screen here. And from experience now, cast your mind back into the classroom. From experience, good to discover that if you say hello children, say hello Miss Doris. Today we'll be learning about animals that live in water. What did I say? Animals that live in water. Okay? Animals that live in water, you can also call them aquatic animals and begin to talk. At the beginning, at the point you say hello children, we're learning this one, the time is ticking for you to change your approach, for you to stop talking, for you to stop explaining. Because explanation is never anything you should use as a teaching method at the earliest level. I'll say it one more time. That's why somebody say, I'll say it one more time. Explanation is never capital N, capital E, capital DER. It's not it. Right? It's never. That's why someone says play is the work of children. 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 Please type that tomorrow on the chat box. Either you are on Zoom or you are on YouTube. Type play is the work of children. Please type it there. Right? Thank you very much. I've not seen anyone typing that sentence on Zoom yet. Is there anyone typing it on? I've not seen anybody else typing it on YouTube yet. So now let's go. Now look at the important nuance or important notice down here. See, these figures are for adult-directed tasks. Adult-directed tasks. When you are the one in charge, you are the one talking. Is that person using Xiaomi 24 whatever? Please stop making marks on my drawing. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. I'm noticing my slide. Thank you very much. So the figures for now these minutes you are seeing on the board, they are applicable when it is an adult directed task. Okay, you are the one showing them something. Okay, they will still become distracted. You are the one talking to them, they will still become distracted. But if the methodology you're using is child engaging, the children are engaging, like coloring, like sorting, like uh, coloring, sorting, tracing. Copying is not there. Copying is not part of, because copying is not at all aesthetic. Tracing is terribly engaging. You know that one very well. Coloring is aesthetic. All right. So also when they are watching a movie, a video, or when they are using their hands to manipulate or to check or to check or to explore a particular object, that is when these minutes will become longer. So Let's go on. Now, what does this imply for us? What does this imply for us? Now, we have if what all you have to do is just to be explaining to the children, or you're the one showing them things, they are looking at you. For age 3, there's what you call carpet session. Carpet session is similar to a cycle time. A cycle time can also be a carpet session. That's when you ask them to sit down, then sit down with them. When they are not moving around or touching things, just sit down, listen to you. Some of us don't have carpet session. What we have is children sitting down on their seats and you're talking. I've told you before, just earlier, that you got no business explaining explaining to the children. The business you have when you have to use your mouth and they got to use their ears to pick what you're saying, you don't have more than a minute or two. And that is the point whereby you are simply introducing or setting direction of learning, introducing what you say. So introducing what you want to teach that day. What do you want them to learn? Even that word, that's not correct. Not what you want to teach, what you want them to learn, not what you want to teach. So that's the only time you are allowed to talk to the children, to explain to them. I'm not saying that when you are doing hands-on activity, you kept mom. No. I'm saying that you don't teach children between ages 3 to 6 with explanation. It is anti-productive. It is counterproductive. It's also terribly draining for you. That's why most of you go home totally drained and you become almost useless at home to your own children or to your husband. So if you have to have it, even if you are doing a cycle time, you don't explain things. Your cycle time must come with real objects, specimen object, flashcards, which you won't be the one holding it. It will be laid on the carpet or on the rug for the children to move and touch it. If you're the one saying, have you seen this? This is a giraffe. You can see the long neck. Those have spotted body. Don't confuse it with a leopard. You know, our theme for this time is what? Wild animals. Oh, this one, I don't know. Or the green ecology, or whatever it's not all. See, you have the business at all explaining. They don't have business listening to you. The brain formation does not have the capacity to listen to you beyond the age they are. And I've told you for age 3, maximum length of time they can listen to you, their AS is 5 minutes long. For age 4, 7 minutes long. For age 5, 9 minutes long. So if you're wondering why children are disturbing you in the class, it's not because they have ADD or ADHD, as I said earlier. It's not because they are autistic. It may be because you are touching them mentally. Any explanation beyond this AS of each child has become a torment. A torment. Now let's go on. So for the age 3 child, if you're on capacity with them or cycle time with them, maximum length of time, 6 minutes. But the best thing is that don't even start talking at all. Start talking with something to be showing them or something they should be touching with you. Touching the flashcards, touching something on the learning chart, touching a model object, touching samples, touching real objects, and so on and so forth. So for the age 4, talking about a focused activity is about what you want them to be looking at, to focus on, to be looking at. They aren't touching it. Mind you, you are the one showing them something. Let's call it for activity. Within your 30 minutes that you have, or 35 minutes, they can't focus beyond 8 minutes. By the time it's 8 minutes, you see about those 1, 2 children in your class that always worry your destiny. Well, you are the one giving them the window to worry your destiny because you are handling them, you're impacting them using a wrong methodology. After this training tonight, you'll be going back home fresh if you stick to what we're going to learn tonight. So a focus activity is realistic at at 8 to 10 minutes. After that one, it becomes a ball or a slog. For children in age 5, they can this one, they're already getting up. The number on the screen is not correct, please. It is 9 minutes only. 9 minutes only, not 10 minutes, not even 12 minutes. Now, when you see 10 to 12 minutes, it is because there are some children there because we have 3 learning personalities. That's why you see 10 to 12 minutes. The real time is 9 minutes. But there are these future children that are called the auditory learners. They are the ones that can last to 10 to 12 minutes before they get tired or they get bored. So, and then um, that's to tell you what you should not be doing, right, with the children in the class. Now let's go to the next slide. Okay, what's the next slide? Let's look at 5 attention boosters that you can use in the class. How do you lengthen the attention span of your class? I see it, I will repeat one more time. For age 3, the maximum length of time can listen to you gainfully is 5 minutes. So that one bubble begins to burst. For the children, please on YouTube, I can see 13 of you on YouTube, and I'm seeing only 6 likes. Now, please increase the likes on YouTube to 13 or 12. Thank you. Please thumbs up to 13 on YouTube. Now, let's see how it goes. If keep it short, that's the first booster. Keep it short. Whatever thing you have to give them to do or to listen to or to watch, make sure what it is age appropriate. So keep it short means match activity length to age. Number 2, it is better to show them what you would have told them. I'll say it one more time. It is more rewarding. It is more attention grabbing to show them what you would have told them. That enough show, don't tell. Okay? Now I say show, don't only tell. So each of you to say, let me explain. Meaning that anytime you have any period of any topic, so far as early childhood, you must be coming with something they would look at or they will play with. In this term, play means they will work with. Because I said to you that play is a work of children. Whatever thing they are doing with that toy, with that object, with that thing, whatever, is even though it's a play to you, that's their own work. I'll say it one more time. Henceforth, from tomorrow or from Monday, maybe because you have to use the many part of the week to prepare something, because you have to be preparing what they will work with, what they will play with, what they will be interacting with, what they'll be interfacing with for every period you have to handle. So more of the teacher's work in the early childhood setting is that you'll be creating something for them. And one with which is that what you create for this year, you need to create them all over again after this year. Just keep them neatly somewhere, so that you can use them until they wear out. That you can then do them again. So what you have told them show them. And I've told you what you can show them. Videos, you can play a video, pause. I said just maximum of 2 sentences, not you start a preaching. No, 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 no. So whatever thing you have to tell them again one more time, don't ever use any words of mouth without something that they'll be looking at as we're talking. So using of videos, specimens, real object. For instance, if you're learning about plants, if you're learning about leaves, or learning about color, and you go outside and you can come in that day with hibiscus leaves or leaves of or other green leaves. There are also some other plants that have yellow greenish leaf. You can use, if you're not coming with the class with leaves of different colors, come on. Even dry leaves, they are brown in color. You're gonna have green color, you're gonna have red color, you're gonna have yellow color, you're gonna have brown color. You learn with that. That one will stick longer and they'll give you more attention than you come with ordinary mouth, only mouth. Sorry, the brain is not for that. Then another so when you keep it short, it boosts their attention. When you show as you are telling, it boosts their attention. Number three thing that boosts their attention is move bodies. Move the bodies. I want someone on Zoom to list for me the first three. No, let me finish the whole five attention boosters listed. So, meaning, in after every now, depending on your own class, if it's a class of 3 years, let me go back. Sorry, it's what I'm saying. The same thing. So, for age 3, after they have been looking at a video or looking at or use of flashcards, use of flashcards or use of videos, once you notice that one child is trying to become disengaged, then immediately that's a sign to you. That's a sign to you. Really move bodies. Move bodies. They're called action breaks. Action breaks. Meaning the break you take when you want them to carry out, when you want them to move their bodies. Action breaks will set the attention span. It reboots their brain and then refreshes it so that attention span will not start all over again. If for the child that is a age 3, after every 8 minutes, there should be a what an action break. For the children in age 4 class, there should, after every 8 minutes. For the children in age 6, after 6 minutes, or let them say after 8 minutes. For those in age 4, after 10 minutes. For those in age 5, after 12 minutes. There must be what an action break. What's action break? Meaning there will be movement. Just a burst of song, a burst of rhyme, a song that relates to the theme or to the topic at hand. You must have it prepared. Thank God, thank God, now that AI has come. AI has come. Let me show you something that is not part of the training. Excuse me. Let me show you how to use AI to get what do you call it, to get a song or rhymes for different what do you call it, for different topics you have on ground. Excuse me. Give me just a minute or two. Where are we? Yeah. Okay, let me know if you are seeing Yeah, good. Now, tell me, I'm on my browser now, and I'm using an AI. Tell me which AI you are seeing on your screen or my screen. Yes, my screen, your screen. Which AI is that? Yes, which AI are you seeing? Please talk, please. Which AI are you seeing? Which AI are you seeing? Are we not hearing me, Nato? Please, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Which AI are you seeing? There's an AI I'm using now. Really, I'm using now. See here. I'm circling it now. Thank you. Please send to me on. Is it like you can send the chat? Tell me the AI that you're seeing on YouTube. Tell me the AI you're seeing on the screen. Gemini. Thank you very much, Gemini. Thank you. That's correct. Good. Thank you, Claribel. Sorry, I'm calling by your first name. Gemini, thank you. Okay. And the best thing that you're Oluchimi from my papa. Lucas words, Adikemi Pade, yes, Esther. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much, Aribasola, and also Esther and Dr. Chiku and Xiaomi. That person should change her name. Okay. Gemini. Now let's go back to that Gemini. Good. You can see all these things you are seeing. The problem I have is that if I played this one, I generated this video. This is a video, a song. All right. Excuse me. I'm looking for no, not here. Library. Okay, good. This one's I generated this rhymes. I will draw some of them for you later on WhatsApp. You get it now. Now look at what I see you here. I say a nursery song for CVC words. A nursery, don't worry, forget about the recording, it's there already on YouTube. A nursery song for CVC words with a sound as a vowel. That was the prompt I gave to Gemini. And then it says I've created a bright and catchy nursery song. So you can say a nursery rhyme for CVC words or a nursery song for CVC. You can see this one now. This one. A nursery song for CVC words with R sound as a vowel. Okay. It says I've created a bright and catchy nursery song focusing on CVC, consonant, vowel, consonant, words with a short R sound. This track is designed to be an engaging and educational, perfect for young learners to start now. This is if I play it now, okay, it begins to play. It's around 30 seconds and very melodious. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with many rhymes and many songs, come to Gemini and what generate a song. So as soon as you have engaged them to finish, depending, yes, depending, very, it's very clear now. I was just one of them for us. So you can use AI. Thank you for AI. Remind me of the so that. So it's as easy as that. You download it, you send it to flash drive to your TV. That is why every early childhood class, every web-based class, you cannot function without a projector and a smart board or minimum of a flat screen TV. They can always put a flash drive in or connect a laptop to. A 21st century LES class cannot be called a class Forget about it. It can't be called a class without at least, at least a what? A flat screen TV. You can't. Because you have to play. So the action breaks. If you don't have, well, you can use your body. You can start a song, move your body. That's why any teacher who is not a clown has no business in the early year section. If you're not a dancer, you are not a singer, you are not clownish, what are you doing in the early childhood section? What are you doing there? If you're a school leader here and an HOD and you have someone in the earlier section, she's always Ojukomba, okay? Bony face, Oju no, whatever we call them, or a dear bone face. You know, friend from there, or they have short fuse temper, or they get angry easily, or they don't know how. You'll be passing that class. You have never had any song or any rhyme. It means that if by virtue of every 8 minutes for 3 years old, every 10 minutes for 4 years old, every 12 minutes for 5 years old, meaning that in a period, if you have a period of 4 periods per day or 5 periods per day, which can be more than that, in a class, there must be 10 songs per day. Minimum of what? Of 10 songs or 15 songs or rhymes, loudly said and being demonstrated. And if you are singing a song for the children, I was in a school and the teacher was raising a song, the teacher was standing still. You won't get their attention. You move your body and they move their bodies, and there'll be a connect. You don't raise a song and be looking like a quiet person that is saying bend low, and he's standing up, she's standing upright. Okay, let's go back to the slides. So back to what we're saying, all right? So move body. So 5 attention boosters for your class. Keep your words short. Keep your sentences short. Number 2, show. Don't only tell. What are you showing? You're showing use videos, specimens, real object, mock object, real object, and so on. That's why I say an ordinary leaf or leaves will be very interesting in the class. Can be engaging, can be captivating. Next one is number 3 attention booster is move bodies. So if you have a 30 minutes period, there will be 3 action breaks. 3 songs or 3 rhymes, or 2 songs and a rhyme, or one song and 2 rhymes within one period. It is the normal way of handling children in that section of the early childhood or early years. Number 4 attention booster is offer each child a choice, or group of children a choice. Let's say it's time to do some coloring. Ask them, you'd like to use watercolor, you'd like to use crayon. Ask each child, what do you want to use? What would you like to use? So let them have what is called a sense of autonomy at that level. Okay? So offer choice. What is in the heart of a child, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years old child, to use, right? That is the best thing to allow the child to use when you are let's say you could also take them to the playground section. All right, let each child have make a choice of what he or she wants to play with. And the last booster for the children in that section is vary your methodology, vary the format. Okay, the way that one I said before. Okay, like that. So then let's now go to the next slide. In case you have a 45 minutes, let's not even call it a 30 minutes. That person is using some song, please stop marking my slide. Thank you. I know you're trying out something. It is so stop marking my slide. Thank you very much. That is making others to become distracted. Thank you. Now you can see the time in minutes, 0 to 5 minutes, 5 to 12 minutes, 12 to 40 minutes, and so on and so forth. You can see that. So at the beginning, there must be moving of their bodies. The whole group. They can be standing, they can be moving, they can be standing, crouching, bending, okay, carry a leg up, 2 legs up. But at the beginning of every, when you want to start a new period, there must be body movement. Please mark that. Every new period, every next period, there must be moved bodies. That's the booster. And it's everybody there. The old people there. Right? The old people there. The children there. As I said earlier, if 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 you want them to move their bodies, you must move yours first. You get what I'm saying now? So for the first 5 minutes, because when you said that they have a very short attention span, you finished literacy, you want to go to numeracy, there must be body movement for the first 5 minutes. If not, you are not having the whole class following you. Forget about it. Can't have it. Meaning that even at the earliest, you can still run a 45-minute period and you will not get exhausted, you will not get drained. No, you won't. You get drained. In fact, at the close of work, you'll be as fresh as you just came in. Because they're not shouting, stop that, sit down, where are you going? Keep giving attention. Why are you disturbing that child? Why are you pitching the child? Those are signs of expired attention span. A child of 5 years old that visits the toilet 2 times in one period or 4 times in a day. If you follow that child to the restroom by the third time he's going to the restroom, nothing will drop. If I say I want to go and pee, nothing will drop. Because if the attention span that expired, making them feel very, very uncomfortable, they just want to move because you're not moving their body. So at the beginning of every period, move bodies. Please type it there in the chat box, move bodies. On YouTube, type there, say move bodies. On Zoom, type there and say move bodies. Move bodies. At the beginning of every new period, move bodies. So this is not a stone cast or concrete cast, but these are suggestive, okay? It's suggestive. Then by the fifth to the 12th minute, you can start with them touching something, touching real object, or touching flashcards, or touching each other, or touching learning chart. You get what I'm saying now? So storing with real objects. Now that one is 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, there's an action break, which in this case is a stretch and wiggle break. You can see that. That's what. You can see that. That's also still move bodies again. You can see move bodies here, move bodies to move bodies here. So in one period, there are 3 move bodies at intervals. So after the move body, which is what do you call it? You see it here. This is the first move body. After they have been focus of activity for 7 minutes, that was another move body. After another 12 minutes or 10 minutes, another what move bodies. That way, they will not worry you, they will not distract you, their brain will be up and grabbing, and you have less stress. Because one AS has expired, children begin to give you stress. They become disengaged, they become many things to you anyway. You hear what I'm saying now? So you can see 0 to 5 minutes, move bodies, welcome song with movement. So create welcome song for every period. I've shown you where to get the songs. This is a song that never before existed, they are there. If also you go to YouTube, they are there. Don't be thinking pawpaw is a kind of fruit. Pawpaw. No. Or the song the children are already used to, the time they are age 2 years old or whatever. There are new songs that can come. There are AI that will give you new songs. Songs that never before existed. So by the 5 to 12 minutes, you are engage them on focus activities. By the 12 to 14 minutes, that is about 3 minutes, 12, 13, 14 minutes, 3 minutes, they wiggle and stretch. Okay. Then they go back again to work, continue their work, what they're working with. Okay. There maybe based on the object they see, you give them some papers to paint the object they just touched. Then by the 22nd or 24th minute, there will be tidy song or transition song. By the 24th to 32 minutes, you may move them out of the classroom, or you may move them in the classroom. But it is good to move them at least twice in a day outside the classroom. Fresh air, leg stretching, see beautiful things on the playground, controlled. You at the front, your mother at the back. Never allow children to go to the playground on their own. It's dangerous. It's not good for you or for them. Then go back and for your reset, and then something is over. That's how to do it. Don't forget, there must be at least two move bodies in a 30 minutes or 35 minutes period, and three move bodies in a 45 minutes uh, um, class period. Let me show you something. Before when will you know that you need to move bodies? There are signs called attention slips. In case you forget to move bodies after 10 minutes or 8 minutes, depending on the age of your class, I tell you, what should you do? No, what will give you a sign that it's time to move bodies? You see some of these signs, and even more than that. If it's in a normal training or attention span, there are about 22 signs to tell you that it is time to have an action break, which you otherwise call what move bodies. There are early signs. Listen to me very well. Early signs are signs of disengagement. If you don't heed to that early sign warnings, disengagement will become destruction. I say it one more time. Early signs are signs that a child has become disengaged from the lesson, or some children have become disengaged from the lesson. If you don't heed to the early warning signs, disengagement will lead to disruption, and you begin to shout, you begin to worry, you begin to sweat, you begin to warn them, begin to readjust them. That is why children of that age, they 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 don't join them together with primary children for assembly. No, you don't do that because they can't withhold the stress of standing for too long or for listening to it was for too long. Maximum, even their own side must be that there will be also be some objects on the assembly. An assembly maximum assembly can be more than 8 minutes. They don't have business with national anthem in the assembly. They can go and sing it that one in their classroom. Okay, so you don't match children in the nursery with children in the primary for assembly. No, no. I said maybe after the first thing you're going to do for the first 5, 7 minutes, 8 minute maximum is about them. Then they can match in while you retain the children there, the bigger children there. You know what I'm saying now? That's why you see yourself arranging children because their AS has expired. Okay, maximum of 7 minutes, you try to arrange them. So now, what are the early signs? Two or more children fidgeting or shifting positions or putting their heads on the locker or scratching the table or dragging the table or saying they want to go to the toilet. Okay. Number two early signs is eyes drifting to the window or eyes drifting to the door from the activity they are doing or from what you are showing them or what they are playing with. Number three early sign is a rise in the in side talks or a rise in whispering. Number four early warning sign is one child standing up without you asking the child to stand up for no reason. The child just stands up. Okay. Then number five early warning sign is uh, they're asking you questions that totally take you off the topic. Their mind is not totally not with you anymore. So what do you do? What you do, they are called recovery moves. Okay, stretch break. That one has been discussed. Okay, give them a rhyme or a song. Okay, many songs. My hair, my shoulder, my knees, my toes, or a song that relates with the topic. And I've told you before, you can never be in want of a song in this age of AI. Songs are there. Also, if you go to YouTube, you're going to see them there on YouTube. There are a lot of songs there. Find the songs ahead of time, prepare them ready for the children. So then we have how do you do the recovery move? So now, when you see that the children, their eyes are drifting to the window or to the door of or there's a side talk, bring your voice down, lower your voice. When you lower your voice, you see most of them leaning towards you. They want to hear you what you just said now. Okay, let there be a voice change, whisper. So children they lean towards you, and then when you see such early warning sign, you can also bring out a mystery box or mystery jar. Okay, mystery box, mystery jar. That one you always keep it somewhere aside. Okay, so pull out from there an object you have already kept there that relates to the theme or to the topic you are handling. And then, if it's a child that stands up uninvited or a child that tries to fidget, call the child by name and post a question. Okay, and give either post a question or give a responsibility. Then we have what we call hard pivot. You can say stop, stand up, sing. Okay, for a child, give us a song. Yeah, and then the class moves on from there. I've already shown us just now, shown us some signals, right? Some early warning signals, all right? So they are what do you call it? You know, um, things to do. If you There are some short predictable signals that you can use to mark the end of one activity, or yes, before you go to the other one. So there may be clap reading, tidy up songs, either I want to move from a period to another period. Don't forget, tidy up song can lead to the song to used to open to another period. Then five fingers down. We're running off now. We have 5 minutes more. Raise your five fingers up, your own finger up. Okay. We have 4 more minutes, lower your finger. We have 3 more minutes, lower one finger, and so on and so forth. So there can be a magic word, there can be a bell, or a kind to use for that. And the things you should avoid in that section, in that setting, in that class is don't shout over their noise. Okay? It will begin to train them to say, okay, let's keep talking until everybody can hear Auntie's voice. Okay? When you're doing the five finger countdown, don't count down in annoyance. No. Okay? Then don't give long instruction. That one has been handled at the beginning of this session. Remember that you don't have business with them, talking to them beyond what they call it, beyond a minute max, 2 minutes, except your talk comes with something to show. So no long verbal instruction because they have very very volatile working memory WM. Then when you adopt the, see the research ritual that is listed here. So is one. Excuse me. No. Research ritual. that we have. This is one, this is two, this is three, this is four, this is five. So if you're using any of these research ritual, you're using one or two of them, stick to the one or two for at least 2 weeks before you change it. And that's why it's called a ritual. It teaches them routine, all right? So that's how it goes. Changing it every week will not help you to have the attention. So say pick one ritual or two and use it for 2 weeks. That's the advice that are there. So thank you. Uh, these are some of the pitfalls that teachers make in a typical LES class and how to handle them. When you are turning attention to become a discipline, don't you say sit still, sit down, give me attention. Okay, go and sit down there. Go and sit down there for a long time. Don't use attention as discipline. Okay. Number two, your carpet session should not go beyond. I've said it before. Not go beyond 10 minutes, 7 minutes, unless there'll be break. There will be action breaks in there. Even when you are giving them cycle time, there'll be what action break after 5 minutes or 7 minutes. Then, as I said earlier, another pitfall is no long verbal instructions. Means no long word explanations. So pitfalls and how to fix them. So we have then uh, don't change rituals. That's it. Remember those rituals we said? Pick one or two, use it. The rituals are used to transition you from one period to another or from one activity within a period to another. Then another pitfall is when you ignore early warning signs. Another pitfall is using same format of all sessions. No, change formats, change methodologies. I'm rushing now because we agree on 1 hour 30 minutes. Then um okay, now how do you plan this one? How do you plan this one? If you have a 30 minutes period or 45 minutes period, okay, that's called a block, a learning block. And go like that without action breaks, forget about it. Children lose their attention. Okay, don't do that. Then in your lesson planning, put it there with the time. When am I going to have action break? From this time to this time. So that's why when you plan a lesson, you refer to your lesson. Refer to your lesson. Then number three means that apply the action break. Number four means that don't change the ritual too often. We've said that one before. Okay, now this is the last slide. Last slide. Attention is the gateway to learning. Excuse me. Excuse me. That word learning, learning. What does it mean? Learning means the ability of a child to retain and recall a content given to him or a content imparted. Learning means the child has retained and can recall it. That is meaning of learning. So when we say attention is the gateway to learning, meaning if at all you want what you are giving to the children to learn, you want it to remain in their heads, then you need them to be attentive. You may Best content can lend on nothing. On nothing. Oh, what is the content you have in your school? You have UIFS, you have Montessori, you have IEYC, you have NAEYC. Best content can lend nowhere when attention is zero. So all the strategies you'll be given tonight, they are telling you what a child's brain can hold. And then design your lesson plan accordingly. One of the things I simply said is that when you design a plan, don't leave it on the table. A builder does not leave the building plan behind in the office. They bring it to the site. All building design are not in the office. They are not in somebody's house. They're being brought out to the building site. So why are you leaving your lesson plan on your table instead of bringing it beside you and you walk along what you have planned? And why planning it if you will not use it? So we're going to round off with this pledge. Now, before I round off, say make one change this week out of all the things we've said. So, what one change will you make this week? Don't forget that you can rewatch this session on YouTube. Don't forget that. You can always go out to YouTube and rewatch it. Please, you have my permission to download the video on YouTube if you know how to download and use it to train your teachers. You have my permission also to play it directly on YouTube. You have my permission to do that. Okay. So, what one change would you put in this week or next week in your lesson planning and also into your lesson delivery? And please, when you put in that one change this week, track what changes in your classroom engagement with the children. There will be a definite positive change. Either there will be less noise, there will be less distraction, there will be less movement, there will be more attention. Children grasp more. Your energy remains the same. You are not exhausted or feeling drained after the end of work. That is one track. That's how some of the things you can track. Now I have here a pledge. How will you design your 35 or 30 minutes lesson block? So your pledge is block I will design, boosters I will add, research ritual I will introduce. So before we go, can somebody tell me, drop there in the chat box, block I will design, booster I will add, research ritual I will introduce. At the end of the start class, don't forget, just a pull out from our forthcoming training. Best practices in the EYFS framework. EYFS framework is British in nature and can really help and boost the children's learning experience in your school. We've been doing this training for the past 11 years now, and participants have always been transformed. So transform your staff, transform yourself, right? Transform your staff, transform yourself, transform your staff, transform yourself. Register your staff or yourself. As I'm running off, be showing me what you're going to do during the henceforth. New block redesign, the new research ritual you adopt, and so forth. Yes. So there is what do you call it? There is early bird discount of 12%, ending on 31st or 30th of May. So then the price goes back to what it is. Updates we give to you on the WhatsApp platform. Does anybody have one question or two? Please drop one question or two. I'm not going to unmute anybody. I won't allow anybody to unmute. Okay, raise up your hand. I will allow you to unmute. You have a question or two? Thank you, and John Itoiwalashe, for the block. I would redesign. I would redesign, not design. Block. I will redesign. I'm correcting somebody. Okay, Chiku Gerber. Blessing yes, money is correct. So thank you. Moving bodies twice every 35. No, moving bodies twice within, not every. I mean, it's within. Sorry, every 10 minutes, not 5 minutes. Every 10 minutes, there will be moving body. There's also the moving body when any 35 minutes block before. Don't forget, but within that 35 minutes, there will be two moving bodies at least. Then when rounding off or starting a new one, there will be moving bodies again. And doing some outdoor activities. But if you want less problem for yourself, let your children be out at least twice a day. Just very short time outing, not long time at all. So anybody having a question to ask me, please raise your hand. Thank you very much. Raise up your hand. If you look at the bottom of your phone, if you're using the phone, you will see a raise hand. Okay, blessings tomorrow. That's tomorrow. I will ask you to unmute now. You can unmute now. Someone unmute now. I've got two hands. No more hands, please. Blessings tomorrow. Please unmute now.
Unmute now. I've done that.
Go ahead, please. Blessings.
No. I have, sir. I have.
Please go ahead and ask a question.
Hello, I have, sir.
Okay, thank you
Can
very
I
much.
use that same link to the one you drop on the group chat now to have a that's found to download? Can I use that link? Yeah, thank you.
You have what?
Hello, sir.
Hello. Please come again. Come again, please.
Can you hear me, sir? I said if I want to download the video, the link you drop
Please come again.
on the sorry, sir. I said if I want to access the video via YouTube, can I use
Yeah,
that same link to access it on YouTube?
that YouTube link will take you there.
And I can easily download, right? Thank you, sir.
Blessing, please. Thank you, Muka's word. Welcome. Yes, the link on the WhatsApp platform takes you straight anytime at all. Anytime at all you want to access the video, just click on it. All right, it will take you there. Even now, after the session now. Yes. Thank you very much, blessing. Yeah, Aregbe Shola. You can meet yourself. Shola, please unmute yourself. Aregbe, please. Unmute yourself, Aregbe Shola. Blessing, please meet yourself back. Aregbe Shola, please unmute yourself. I've asked you to unmute yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
now my own question is good evening, well done. My own
Thank
question
you.
is how to calculate the attention span. How did you arrive at that 9 minutes for a 5-year-old child? I don't know if you can just drop it for us to know how to calculate the attention span of a child in this class.
Thank you very much. For anyone to come up with a formula, person must have gone through a research work. The formula came through a research work that took a long time to establish that formula. Which formula for your class, and you confirm that it's accurate. Thank you. So, are we done, or you have one more question, Aribasola? Okay, on this note, we come to the end of tonight's session. Don't forget to register yourself or register your team for our forthcoming program and training. Process in the UIFS framework. Coming up next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 2nd to the 6th of June. Please don't forget that. Thank you very much, and God bless you. See you back at the WhatsApp platform. Don't forget, you can always watch the session again on YouTube. The link is there on WhatsApp. And don't forget also that there is early bird discount ongoing. If you're coming as a group, we can give you as high as we can give you more discounts anyway. Let me know what we'll give you as high as 15% discount for a group of 4 or more. Thank you. Good night and God bless you.